All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street Speed 717. It is the night before. We are going to install the off-road front bumper. As you can see, the truck is at the shop, and rather than drive over to get it and then bring it back and have the Corvette out because it might snow tomorrow, my grandfather was kind enough to let me borrow his Ford Escape. So we're gonna go ahead and load it into the back of that, and then it will be ready to go first thing in the morning. Probably gonna be pretty entertaining to watch. That bumper weighs like 150 pounds, and I'm gonna try to get it in there by myself. By the way, these hats are now available at inshanedesigns.com. It's the same tattered flag that we have on the front of the Duramax and that we sell in sticker form. Shameless plug. Anyway, now back to the task at hand. Holy shit. That thing weighs at least 75 tons. All right, now for box number 1 and 2. Start with number 1. Can you guys guess what's inside? And it is LED pods. Got 4 of them. I am so sick of lifting heavy boxes. Although this one is not as bad as the bumper, but you can see I got a winch. So I am sorry for this entire video so far being me gasping for air because I am terribly out of shape. But anyway, we got everything loaded up for tomorrow, and I will catch up with you guys then. Change of plans. I had my mom drop me off the next day because I was just thinking to myself, if I drive over here, how am I gonna drive the Duramax home? Look at that dog. So I am here at Performance Diesel Warehouse with my buddy Shane. Now this is not Shane who wraps cars, this is Shane who works on trucks. If you are a longtime subscriber, you might remember Performance Diesel Warehouse and Shane from when the lift was put on the truck. If you need anything done to your truck, diesel or not, he can hook you up. I will put his information in the description. God. Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
They're just hanging out in there.
Look at the way this thing bent. That's supposed to be straight.
Not too good on that one. The other one, whole different ballgame.
Now how does something like that happen?
Oh, some crazy guy just whooping the shit out of him.
I don't know how the hell the delivery guy got it off the truck by himself.
That's what I'm saying. So they probably pack it because they know they're going to be slid.
He knows it's going to be dropped off the truck.
Fucking carried and beat up and everything else.
It's nice that it comes already painted. Now in a perfect world, I would probably have this covered with like Line-X. I think that would look pretty cool, which I can do at some point, but for now I'm just going to leave it black. These mounting brackets definitely seem really well made. They're fucking heavy, that's for sure. Got step 1 done. Well, I guess step 2, depending on how you look at it. Step 1, I guess, would be taking the original bumper off, but we got the original bumper supports off and then cleaned it up, grinded it down so that these new supports could slide on. And now that's what we're gonna do. Now the issue here was that these new brackets are really tight on the frame rail. You can see here where this has to go. It's definitely not going to go on there nicely. You can see how tight that is. So putting it on from the bottom and just forcing it on, and it looks like that strategy is paying off for us. This side was better than this side though. This side was really tight, so hopefully it fucking works. As you can see, we are test fitting the bumper. Took the grill out to make this whole thing easier, but we got it pretty much the way we want it. When we go to tighten it for the final time, I am going to put the grill back in just to make sure that it's all symmetrical and lined up. But now we're going to go ahead and put the winch in, which should be a fun time. We got the winch installed, got this front plate here with the rollers for it. All good to go. This was a real bitch though, because the bolts stick in through here and then there's this tiny little fucking thing. Just this little area where you can reach a tool in here. Shane though is a master at his craft and was able to do it. How the fuck do you do that with like some type of...
magnet and a fucking finger.
And this here is some type of automotive witchcraft that I've never seen, but Shane knows what he's doing. So the winch is good to go. This is by far the most important step. Getting your red tat, by far the most important step. Shane, how are we looking, buddy?
Getting there.
We're getting there.
Getting there.
By the way, we were just talking about, tell Shane if he should make some YouTube videos. He's always doing crazy stuff in the shop. What are we doing over here, for example? That was a full engine rebuild. Bed's completely off. All this shit. He's always doing cool modifications, EGR deletes, all that good shit. So let Shane know if he should start a channel for Performance Diesel Warehouse. I think he should. A little bit of background on the things that Shane does and what he has done on my truck. He did the EGR delete, the PCV reroute, the intake, the entire lift kit, which required some welding, some frame modification, some other stuff, so it was not an easy job. As you guys know, the lift performs great. I took it off-road, I beat the hell out of it, drives nice, truck is easy to align, everything is just really good with it. He did the HD tie rods, he's doing the axles right now. He's really one of the few people in the whole world, honestly, that I would trust with my truck, and he does a fantastic job.
There she is.
Oh, you're full of fucking shit. You lying motherfucker. You go to church. You better stay the fuck away from there. You're in trouble. Goddamn retarded kid. You're my kid, I'd have killed you by now. You'd be half dead.
If I was your kid, I'd kill myself.
God damn it! How do you know I ain't? Cut yourself in half, you dumb fuck. You are retarded. You're 5 shy of a full deck and the elevator quit halfway up and you fell the fuck out and hurt yourself. You dumb bastard, you. Aye, 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 aye.
Well, alright guys and gals, well I am sorry to end this video at nighttime and I am very tired, but I just got home. I want to make sure that I can get this video out and uploaded when I want to. But anyway, I got to give another big thank you to Shane for staying and working on this thing for about 8 hours until he was done, and it looks fantastic. You know, he doesn't get as much camera time as some of the other guys that I work with, but he definitely deserves it. And like I said, you know, if you need anything truck related, he will take care of you. But anyway, let's talk about the bumper. So of course I did go with a Road Armor bumper, and one of the reasons why I chose that brand was because I was looking at a lot of different companies, you know, Iron Cross, even some independent manufacturers, but really it came down to the look, of course, and the price. One of the things that I like most about this bumper is the fitment with this truck. Some of them from some brands just look too big to me, and maybe because this is an older truck, so it's a little bit smaller, but some of them seem to really overpower the vehicle, whereas this one, you know, really fits this truck and fits the size. And I love the fitment. The fitment is just perfect. I mean, if you look here, lines up with the fender perfectly, and I like the fact that it doesn't stick out that far. It's pretty much tucked in as far as you can go, considering that I have a winch back in there, so you can't go any farther back. I hate the ones that stick out like, you know, a foot from the truck, or like 2. I've seen some that are like ridiculous, and I just don't like that look. If people do, that's great, but that is definitely not for me. I ordered this bumper from bumpersuperstore.com, and I could not recommend them enough. They gave me an email when I ordered it, gave me an email when the item was getting ready to ship, emailed me when it did ship, and then emailed me when it was supposed to have arrived. So that's one of the biggest things I look for in a company, is just to keep me in the loop. You know, I don't even care if it takes like a week or 2 to get to me, just as long as I know what's going on. And it arrived very fast. I ordered it, I think, Thursday night, and it got here the following Monday afternoon. So it was like, what's that? Like 1, 2, 3 business days, and it was here. Not really, like 2.5. So definitely recommend buying from them. And it's really cool. I don't know if it's like this on every website, but it was very easy to select everything you wanted. So you pick your bumper, and this is, by the way, a Road Armor stealth bumper with the bull bar option, which I definitely think you should get. I was going back and forth on that, but now that I have it, you know, I really don't think it would look right without it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The really cool thing is there's a drop-down box. So when you pick the bumper, you can say, do you want LED cubes? Yes. Pick how many you want. Do you want a winch? Yes. Pick which one you want. So I really like that as well. As you can clearly see, I picked 4 cubes, and these are Rigid Industry cubes, which are the best in the business when it comes to LEDs, and they are great. Let me show you guys how they're powered really quick. Here I have my keys. Ooh, sorry for that wind noise. I'm sure you're gonna hear that. But for now, we just put the switches down here. I didn't want to drill into my dashboard, so we just zip tied them. You can see there how you turn them on. They are bright. You really don't need your headlights. If you wanted to drive with these, you could. I mean, it would be blinding to other people on the road, so I wouldn't recommend that. But I mean, just rest assured, you can see really well with these lights. Sticking on the subject of lights, you can see that the bull bar here has mounts for a light bar, which I will be getting at some point. And then the goal is, once I have the light bar, I'll get another switch, of course, and then I'll have like a little bracket, and then I'll mount it somewhere in here, so I have 3 switches on the bracket, and of course I can just reach down here when I'm driving. But this works for now. It's actually really cool. I love the fact that it's hidden. If you guys have followed the channel for a long time, you know that I like stuff to look stock. I mean, I didn't even want to get a head unit, so I mean, I had to because I was so sick of the radio, but I want to keep things interior-wise, you know, as stock really and as clean as I can. The winch, by the way, is a Smitty-built winch. Everyone seems to say that the best is Warren, but it was between a $300 10,000-pound Smitty-built or a $2,000 Warren winch, and I don't think I'm going to use it that much, so I just decided to go with this one. And I mean, it looks fantastic. It does work for now, and I will give a comprehensive review as time goes on. But I think that for $300, I mean, this seems to be a really good option. Sticking on the subject of price, the Road Armor bumper with the bull bar option was, I think, $1,400, and then the winch was $300. And then the LED cubes were like $150. So with shipping and everything, I think I'm into this thing for like $2 grand. $2 grand might sound like a lot, but really it's a bargain, especially with this Road Armor quality, which I'll talk about in a second. But you know, the Iron Cross, some of the other brands, the little brands, like I was gonna go with a custom made one from a small shop. And with the winch and the LED cubes and everything, people were quoting me like, $3 grand, $3,500. I was looking at some other ones online and I was in it for like $3 grand. And you know, I just didn't want to pay that much. I was happy to pay $2 grand for this, and the finished product is just fantastic. I mean, it's literally perfect. And I'm not just saying that because like I bought it and now, you know, I don't want to admit that something's wrong. Like this turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Going back to the quality for a second, you know, this thing is built so well. It clearly is. It weighs like 200 pounds. The brackets that hold it to the frame are bolted in 3 different places. They weigh like 30 pounds each, the welds, everything. I mean, it's built so well. In the words of Shane, I feel really bad for whatever hits the front of your truck. So I think that is gonna do it for this video. I just have this sitting here to keep, I thought maybe if it was gonna snow tonight, I would keep the snow out of the winch area. But anyway, that is gonna do it. I hope that you guys are as excited about this thing as I am, and I hope that you love the way it looks as much as I do. But I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.